about 7, 10, 12 games played already. You were speaking about how you need to be consistent if you were to keep up with Kaiser Chiefs because they've gone on a couple of winning streaks already this season. But it seems like you guys have not quite been able to do that consistent thing here. What happened?
Look, do agree, but we haven't been really consistent, in terms of, collecting points and winning matches. Although we haven't lost as many games, but I still feel that there are games where we took 1 point when we could have, taken three. And I'm talking about games where we were controlling the game, dominating, leading, and probably give it away at the death. But at the same time, I think you've got to give credit to the players. The players have really come to the party. They've really worked hard. There is always progress, and that's key. Progress from last season, where last season we got to the final, we lost it. This season we got to the final, we won it, and this season as well in terms of points, we're better than last season. So for us, that's one thing we got to be proud of, and say we at least we're going somewhere.
Coach, have you speaking with the players about maybe improving that? Because last season, in and around this time, is where you looked like you could go all the way with Pirates and Sundowns, but you just started falling off from those two. Are you talking about that with the players to say, let's not make the mistakes that we made last year?
Yeah, look, you can always plan, but at the same time, you need also a little bit of luck. And at the same time, we've got to look at the squad. We've got also a few youngsters here and there. And with youngsters, sometimes you've got to expect them, to lack a little bit of consistency in certain, areas in certain matches. And we've got to, encourage them and make sure that we're not really too hard on them because they've really done well, from our point of view. There is progress.
Coach, it's a tight squeeze between number 2, 3, 4, and you've got the chance of unbundling that gridlock on Sunday in the Tshwane Derby. How do you see this unfolding?
Look, for us, the best result for us it will be 3 points. That's very important. And like I said, it's about us. We don't really have to worry about other teams because we need to try and get closer. At the same time, we move away as well from what's happening at the bottom there because teams also are starting to collect points. They're getting closer and closer. So Vets they won, Pirates they won. So the gap also down there is getting tighter and tighter. It's not just at the top. So it's about getting points. 3 points will get you a long way in this league.
Coach, Clayton, we're just speaking to Clayton Daniels now. He says just in terms of points projection, you are 6 points short because you drew against the likes of Stellenbosch. I think it was Maritzburg as well, and I just forgot the other team. Just in terms of points accumulation, are you happy with what you have with the moment or social insights?
Look, like I said earlier, for me, we're 8 points short from where we think we could have been. Because there are about 4 games, if I can count. I think against Celtics we're leading and they equalized. Against Leopards we're leading last minute, equalized. Against Maritzburg, same thing. Against Stellenbosch, also leading. And those are about 4 games, which means we dropped about 8 points. And that's how I see it, because those are the games where we were in control and we could have done better. But nevertheless, we're happy with where we are. We can't be too critical of ourselves. I think we have to be able to give credit to the players, because I think they've really worked hard.
Coach, you're one of the 2 teams in the league that have not lost a game at home. Surely you would not want that to end, particularly against your rivals.
Yeah, it's always important to win your home matches. Because that's you are playing at home. That's one advantage you've got to use, especially in this league, this time of the season as well, because everyone is grinding for results, everyone is grinding for points. So if you don't win your home matches, then you're always going to have a problem, because away matches are always going to be tough as well. So we would want to continue doing well at home.
And coach, you are very hard with the youngsters, but maybe credit should go to you for blooding them in. A guy like Kanye Selemayo, featured at some point, he then disappeared. Luke plays every 5 games or so, and every time he seems to play, he gets the man of the match award. I mean, what are the boxes that they still have to tick?
They're still in their development, and these are youngsters, and we've got to keep them also hungry. You've got to make sure that they understand the business part of the game. It's fun, it's entertainment, but you've got to balance between business and entertainment. So business is about winning games. Business is about being effective, and they have to understand that we've got to be consistent. And when you don't do well, you're gonna find yourself not playing, and that's how it is. But we always make sure that we give them those opportunities. Look, I think I've got close to 10. Half the team is under 22. So it's a lot of work, for you to keep them focused. So sometimes you draw them so that they realize that I still have a long way to go. Probably most of them, they still have 10, 15 years to still play. And you just as good as your last game. So that's what we're trying to do, and sometimes we withdraw them so that you can work on them individually without any pressure. That's key, because also try and divert the attention from them, because sometimes our players, our young players get lost, in that, and so you got to try and educate them and make sure that they are always focused.
Yes, coach. Yeah, there's still a lot of games still left in this half of the season, but just for you to collect points on, but just how much on 3 points on this weekend will help in your quest for the league title or the chase?
Hey, it's like I said, 3 points. If you collect your points, then you can always, take advantage of whatever happens, with the other teams, especially the ones who are leading and the ones above us. If we win against Sundowns, we go above them. So that's a positive. That's progress, and that's all we're looking for. To close that gap, you always to win your games. So if we don't win our games, we're not gonna be relying on other people. We've got to rely on ourselves. So all we can do is to win games. We've got to win our matches.
Following Wednesday's game, just Sundowns and Pirates, coach, does your preparation for this weekend change, having seen just how much Sundowns we're putting into that game, or just how much of a danger they are?
Look, like I said, Sundowns are a quality team, and we are well aware of their threats and their weaknesses. But what also wins us games is us. It's our game, it's our players, it's our strength. So we've got to maximize that and make sure that we don't only focus on them, but we've got to focus on our strengths, because that's what makes us win games. It's what we have, the quality which we have. So we've got to try and maximize that and still be aware of what Sundowns can do. And for us, that's how we're gonna try and focus. We've got good players. We've assembled a very good squad, so we believe in what we have.
And with a few days to go before the transfer window closes, do you have any specific target, any specific position where perhaps you want to reinforce?
Look, for us, we're not just gonna bring players for the sake of bringing. You can, for sake of adding numbers, look at the squad. It's a very small squad, but very happy squad. That's very important. Each and everyone here plays a role, plays a part, knows that whenever the opportunity comes, is ready. That's very key. That's for us. We try and build that before we can think about other things. But if we feel that we need to strengthen here and there, we will do that. We brought in an attacking midfielder, Moses Waiswa, who's 22, from Uganda. And we've got Tateone Ditlokwe from Botswana. He's a central defender. He's also 22, Botswana international. He's a captain. So we're also looking to the future. And that's how we build our team. And probably reinforce, if we can find the right player for us, more maybe in attacking position. especially the number 9, because we could only Bradley and Kabuza at the moment. So we'll need maybe probably one, but it has to be the right player.
Any outgoings, coach?
No.
Okay, guys, we just have an announcement.